So welcome to round 3 of the comic collection sorting. If you haven't watched the first 2 videos, definitely check them out because we went through a whole bunch of boxes and we checked out a lot of great stuff that I have in my personal collection. We picked out books that I'm going to keep and we picked out books I'm going to sell. And in today's video, we're going to finish off this enormous stack. We're not going to go through every single box, but I will show you the best of what I'm keeping and what I'm selling. And there is just so much stuff here. It's been a lot of fun. I got to see some books in my collection that I didn't even remember I had. So this is definitely an experience. I really appreciate all of you watching. We have a bunch of books that we're going to sell, and I have another stack of books I'm going to keep. But let's just dive right into it and see what we can find. So let's start off with some bangers. This box here has some amazing and very expensive books in it. This is my Golden Age box. And let's just pull out a few of these and take a look. This is such a cool cover. Frogman Comics. It's a little bit lower grade, but look at the artwork on there. That is just amazing. I'm going to be careful with all of these books. Here we have Santa Claus Funnies. This one's got some good value. I actually threw it in a comic clear backing board, so kind of cool. You know, I like those clear backing boards. They let you see the whole book, front and back. Just another beautiful cover, really awesome artwork. Battlefront issue number 25. Just some really cool Golden Age. Let me know down in the comments, are you a fan of the Golden Age books? Do you have any in your collection? I don't have many, but I have some cool ones that I'm really proud to own. Here's a nice Captain Marvel. Well, I wouldn't call it nice because it's super low grade, but this thing looked horrible. I found this at a flea market for $1. I cleaned the heck out of it. I pressed it, and it actually looks 100 times better. This is a really awesome Wally Wood cover. Piracy issue number 1. As you see, it's got some issues, but man, what a cool book. I really love that one. I got that for a really good deal at a comic book show. And also Piracy number 7. Look at the cover on that one. This is also in a clear backing board. You know, it's a little rough, but it's a super old book, and that is just such an epic cover. Let's see, what do we got? Some Strange Suspense Stories. Really, really cool. I mean, these are not, higher grade by any means. But for their age, look at this one. This one's actually really nice looking. Chamber of Chills 13. I actually read this book, and it was some pretty good stories in there. Oh, man, look at the artwork. It's got a little chip out of the corner. But, man, that is so cool. And what else? It just keeps getting better, I promise. How about some classic crime suspense stories? Issue number 16. Look at that amazing cover. Really, really cool. This one's actually in pretty decent shape. And what else here? Some more crime suspense stories. This is one of my prized boxes here. I love everything in here. The Haunt of Fear, very low grade, but still some pre-code horror in my collection. This one's really cool. Out of the Night. Daring the Supernatural, issue number 13, lucky 13. Crazy looking cover, nice pre-code horror book. And what else? Crime Suspense Stories 27. I think, is that the last issue in the series? I can't remember, but I thought it was maybe something like that. Here's a really low grade detached cover, but still, 1954. I got this for $1 at a flea market as well. So you never know what you're going to find at flea markets. We have some pre-code Golden Age crime. We have Guilty. I don't even know what. Oh, issue 55. These are really cool. Crime and Punishment. That one's really crazy looking cover. The guy in the tar pit. Some more Crime Does Not Pay. Trying to be careful with these. Doing this one-handed, but, some really low grade, but pretty cool cover with the guy with the Tommy gun. Crime Does Not Pay. And then some Silver Age, Charlton, or is that, oh, actually DC. Mr. District Attorney. Some nice older stuff here. This is once the pre-code, or after the Comics Code Authority. This is a nice little pre-code. Popular Comics. Pretty cool. Terry and the Pirates. TikTok. That's kind of funny. TikTok 32. Really, really crazy looking cover. Oh, Millie the Model. 27. 52 gay pages. Very interesting. Very cool cover, but very low grade book. What do we got? Space Cadet. There's some amazing stuff in here. Oh, I love this stuff here. Thunder, King of the Congo. Really, really beautiful stuff here. We got Jungle Book, Jungle Jim. This is the first appearance of the Hardy Boys. This is Dell 4-color 760. Pretty awesome. First appearance there. This is the first appearance of Peter Pan, but this is, I believe, like a second or third printing or something like that. It's not the first printing. We got little Golden Age Bambi. We got first appearance of Lady and the Tramp. Oh, and some of my favorite stuff here, the Western Golden Age with Black Rider 17. I love these books. This is like, you know, around that original Western Ghost Rider era. Such amazing stuff. Durango Kid. Two Gun Kid. The Red Mask. The Red Fox. This is actually, I believe, a LB Cole. LB Cole cover on this one. Very cool. I always search for the LB Cole stuff. Kid Cowboy. Red Rider #1, but that is, I believe, a reprint. Look at the cover on this one. Straight Arrow. These are so cool. Straight Arrow. Look at the artwork that they did back then. It's just so amazing. Cowboy Western. Western Comics. So as you see, the rest of this box is mainly Golden Age Western, Lone Ranger, Hi-Ho Silver, Mountain Men, King of the Royal Mounted, Phantom, some Silver Age Phantom. Just amazing, beautiful artwork. How about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? First comic book adaptation. Beautiful. War of the Worlds, also first comic book adaptation. Uncle Tom's Cabin. I believe this is like not the original first printing. This one's super cool. The Monsters from Gold Key Comics. The Little Monsters. Kind of has like a Flintstones vibe going to it. Girls Love. So we are moving into some romance. Golden Age romance. Oh, Patsy and Heidi. Huge fan of Patsy. Patsy Walker. Awesome stuff here. Secret Hearts. So some of this is Silver Age as well, as you see, but it kind of fits the genre of the box. Even some Bronze Age. Bronze Age Marvel. Bronze Age Charlton. Secret Romance. Love Diary. Sweethearts. So as you see, there is horror, and then war, and then Western, and then we're getting into romance, and now we're getting into like funnies. Bunch of funny books here, nothing too crazy towards the end. But this Golden Age box is pretty epic. Obviously, I'm keeping everything in here. This next box is labeled DC Horror, and that is what it is, except for the first couple books is my Godzilla run. Starting with issue #2, because issue #1 is in a different box. So I have a bunch of Godzilla. And then we get into the DC Bronze Age Horror. DC Special. Awesome little Neil Adams cover. We have the Black Magic. We have Ghosts. We have a lot of Ghosts. We have Ghost Castle. And I just love the artwork on here. We have House of Mystery. Nice little 10 center. House of Mystery, some more Neil Adams. House of Mystery. Like, I love the artwork. Ooh, that's a Bernie Wrightson cover right there. And moving on to, let's see, more House of Mystery. House of Mystery. See what other titles we have in here. We have House of Secrets. That's a gorgeous cover right there. I love that book. Let's see. Some more classic Neil Adams artwork. Oh, that awesome ice cream cone cover. We also have Phantom Stranger. There's a really cool one in here. This one right here. That is an awesome book right there. Love that one. Phantom Stranger. Looks like we have a lot of those. And what else? We are moving to Secrets of Haunted House. Those are cool. And then, of course, let's see. Secrets of Haunted House. Is that it? Ooh, that's a cool one there. Awesome cover. And yeah, it looks like we're ending with Secrets of Haunted House. I believe that's some more Bernie Wrightson. So all Bronze Age DC horror with a little bit of Godzilla just because I ran out of room in my other box. Definitely keeping all of this. I am a huge horror fan. That is like my main thing that I collect when it comes to comics. Bronze Age and Golden Age and Silver Age horror from Marvel, DC, Charlton, anything. EC Comics, all the good stuff. But I'm definitely keeping that one. Moving on to my X-Men run. This is Uncanny X-Men from the beginning up to like around issue 250. I don't have an X-Men 1 in here, but I do have an X-Men number 8. And I wish I could do this easier one-handed. We have an X-Men 22, 26, 46, 47, that one's pretty high grade. And then very low grade on 54. High grade on 50, well, decent grade on 56. Awesome cover there. Coverless, or, you know, these ones where the trade dresses were cut off to send back to the publisher. Issue 75, 76. So we're moving more into like the Bronze Age. I don't have a lot of Silver Age X-Men. Love this cover with Frankenstein. 89. Issue number 100 in pretty decent shape. 110. 112. It's a pretty awesome book. That's actually a Mark Jewelers as well. Oh, man. Some great stuff in here. I know it sounds like I'm keeping, like, everything that I show you. I am selling quite a bit, but I am also keeping quite a bit. I really appreciate everyone's comments. Everyone's been leaving really awesome comments. And it sounds like many of you out there have been through this either multiple times or at least once in your comic collecting journey. Oh, some really good books starting here. Oh, man. Gorgeous comics. Gorgeous books. Ooh, there's a good one. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, a lot of you have sold books and had regrets about selling books. Ooh, there's a good one. Which I really appreciate everyone, you know, chiming in and letting me know. Because it's just very helpful. It's very, you know, reassuring that, you know, it's okay to sell your comics. It's okay to get rid of stuff. And it's okay to keep books as well. You know, you don't have to keep everything. And, which I haven't mentioned in any of the other videos yet, but the main reason I want to sell a lot of the stuff and make some space, you know, the first and foremost thing is I want to clear space. I have so many books, and in my little office here. So, you know, I want to make some room, but I also want to make a little bit of money selling. I could sell all those, and I can pick up a grail, a bigger key for my collection. I can turn all those books into like one or two really good books, which obviously will make me happy because I have a really cool comic in my collection, and also that I can clear up a lot of space. All right, so this is obviously Uncanny X-Men. It's like a lot of the run here, majority of the run. Of course, minus a lot of the early issues. But like the first two boxes I showed you, definitely keeping this one. And but we're going to move on to some stuff that I'm definitely selling. So let's take a look at that. All right, so one of my longtime subscribers and fellow comic book collector, Christopher, he has been asking about this box for a while. I thought this was my Hulk run, which I don't see another Hulk box, but there must be one somewhere. But unfortunately, this is actually my Gen 13 run, and let's see, my Spawn run. So I had no idea. I thought this was all Incredible Hulk books. There's some great stuff in here. Honestly, with this box here, unfortunately, Christopher, there was no Hulks in here, but I think there's another box that has Hulk. So stay tuned for that. But as for these books here, these Gen 13 books and the Spawn books, honestly, I might just pull out a couple for that I like want for the collection, just a few issues, and honestly, most of this stuff will be for sale. I really don't want to hold on to all the Gen 13 and Spawn stuff. Just a couple books that I love the covers or have some kind of significance to me, but this box will be for sale most likely. This next box is, I have no idea. So it's a cool Batman box, but holy smokes, this thing is jam-packed. Honestly, you probably don't want to pack your boxes. Oh my gosh, what did I do here? I have books on the side. What's over here? Oh, just a House of Secrets 92. Nah, it's a reprint. What did I do here? Swamp Thing. All right, so there's a lot of Swamp Thing here. Let's see what's on this side. More Swamp Thing. I'm assuming there's Swamp Thing in here. What is in here? Oh, man. Okay. I remember now. This is all of my Jonah Hex. Here's Weird Western Tales. Super low-grade copy, unfortunately. All right, I'm not going to be able to pull these out because this box is just jam-packed. And then this is all you're probably cringing as I do this, but this is all Swamp Thing. So all Swamp Thing and all Jonah Hex, which are two runs that I actually just love. My two favorite DC characters is Jonah Hex and Swamp Thing. Don't ask me why. I love Westerns. I love horror. I love crazy stuff like that. So honestly, out of all the DC superheroes, anti-heroes, Jonah Hex and Swamp Thing are some of my favorites. Probably going to keep a lot of these. But I know there's a lot of modern Swamp Thing in there. That'll probably go for sale. I definitely have to pull books out of this box because it's really not good for the comics to jam pack them so tight in there. I mean, you're just asking for trouble. So that box needs some work, but probably going to sell a lot of those and keep a handful as well. This next box is a really cool Superman box, and I could not tell you what the heck is in here. I'm assuming it's DC. All right, so some like Bronze Age adventure comics featuring Aquaman. Once again, I jam-packed these really tight. All right, so some modern, I mean, these are like some better books. Looks like there's some minor keys, some variants, some virgin covers, Constantine #1. But it's all modern stuff, Batman. I hate diving through these boxes when they're this tight. Some really cool Deceased covers. That was like the Stephen King's It homage. Oh, my Justice League Dark run. I do love Justice League Dark. I don't know. I might sell those, though. There's like almost the entire run of Justice League Dark in here. All right. Multiple volumes as well. So, honestly, this is all like bronze to modern DC. Better books, though. Some cool stuff. Probably going to sell all of it, though, because I don't think I need this anymore. This next box, I believe, is mostly Harley Quinn. Oh, some cool covers. Oh, there we go. A little punchline. Harley Quinn and Ivy. Oh, some of these cool Halloween books. All right, I'm not really going to go through all of these because, I mean, they're really awesome. I love the covers. And then looks like some Suicide Squad. Some of those poly-bagged Harley Quinn books. Another Harley and Ivy. Beautiful, beautiful modern covers. Really cool stuff. I bought a lot of these, like new off the shelf. Oh, these homage covers are actually really awesome. So, all right. So I'm not going to go through all of these. Probably going to keep just a couple and probably get rid of a lot as well. Like, I don't need all the run filler. I might just keep a handful of the really cool covers. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for this box. All right, nothing better than diving into a box that you have no idea what's in here. No labels, just a blank white short box. First book, Weapon X. Okay, you know what? I think X-Men Adventures, Excalibur, some X-Men's #1, X-Force 2, X-Men 1. Once again, the box is jam-packed, unfortunately. Don't yell at me for handling the books too harshly. I'm trying to flip through here quick, and these boxes are just really jam-packed. Honestly, there's really nothing too valuable in here. All right, honestly, I'm going to say this is all like copper to modern age X-Men related titles. That will all be for sale. Next up, we have my Deadpool box, and I'm assuming this is my Deadpool run. Almost positive. Okay, maybe not. There's some X-Men. Gambit #1. A versus X. Fantastic Four. All right, I was completely wrong. This is all modern Marvel books. Avengers. This is all just like modern Marvel stuff. Not sure why I kept all those. I think that's my Deadpool run. All right, this is all for sale. I'm not even going to flip through. Another box here, and I already looked through real quick. It's all modern Marvel. Some cool stuff. Black Cat #1. Oh, that's a nice cover. Variant cover. Just all modern Marvel stuff. Blade. Silver Surfer. Honestly, it's all really cool stuff. Secret Wars, Secret Invasion. But I think everything here is for sale. Maybe I'll pull out 1 or 2 books. This next box, I know for sure, is my Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider related books. Starting off with the Bronze Age run of Knight Rider, which I absolutely love. Super cool stuff. Huge fan of the Western Ghost Rider. Carter Slade. And then moving on to Marvel Spotlight, starting with number 10, number 11. Then going to Ghost Rider #4, number 7, 10, 11. Awesome cover on 16. So a lot of Ghost Rider books here. A lot of the run. Not the complete run, but some cool stuff. Ghost Rider Rides Again. And Ghost Rider Volume 2, or whatever you want to call it. A little newsstand. Whoops. Second printing. Couple of those. So, Midnight Suns. More Midnight Suns. And Spirit of Vengeance. Ghost Rider 2099. Cosmic Ghost Rider. Midnight Suns, Blaze. Night Stalkers. All right. So, probably going to just keep... I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. I'll probably keep everything for now. But I might pull out a couple books to sell. But definitely love me some Ghost Rider. This box here, I believe, is my Deadpool run. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, definitely Deadpool. Merc for Money. Unfortunately, this box is super tight. Deadpool and Old Man Logan. Deadpool 900. All right, this box is jam-packed. Trying to show you a couple of the books. It's all like more modern stuff here. I know there's a couple decent books in here. But yeah, all Deadpool. I'll go through this a little bit better off camera. I'll pull a couple books that I want, but mostly all of that will be for sale. This next box here is all my Venom and Carnage books. And let's look real quick. Death of Venomverse. Some modern stuff, and also some like Copper Age as well. That's a cool book right there. I think that's a pretty good one. Some awesome stuff here. That's a cool cover. Death of Venomverse. So you got like some modern stuff here. That's a great cover as well. Extreme Venomverse. Trying to flip through here. Planet of the Symbiotes. We got Toxin. And then we got like the Lethal Protector run. Most of the run there. Some variant covers. Lots of Venom. Oh, and a lot of these Carnageized books. These are super cool. So there's like the ASM. Doctor Strange Carnageized. There's a good one right there. Scotty Young cover. Captain Marvel. Uncanny X-Men. These are actually really cool. Guardians. Black Cat. Savage Avengers. Hulk. Loki. Fantastic Four. I really like those Carnageized books. What was that? Is that the... I thought I saw something in there. Yeah, these are like the Clayton Crane run. Separation Anxiety. Absolute Carnage run. Web of Venom, Carnage Born, Scream, Venom Inc., Venomverse, Funeral Pyre. So lots of Venom. Definitely more Venom than Carnage. Deadpool. Is that Deadpool? Oh, Deadpool and Spidey. So some other random stuff in here. All right, so honestly, I think all of these are going for sale. I might keep like the Venom Lethal Protector. I'll probably keep that run, but everything else definitely for sale. All right, this next box is what I call my cool but not extremely valuable books. Shout out to Big Cat Comics. But let's see here. We have 2001: A Space Odyssey. Man, I can't even talk right now. Spidey Unlimited. Alpha Flight, Wolverine cover. This is, I think, a newsstand copy of ASM. A-Team #1. Battlestar Galactica #1. Couple copies. Some Betty and Veronica. Betty and Veronica, like just those, those swimsuit covers everyone loves. This is actually has quite a bit of value, which I didn't even know. I bought this out of a dollar bin. It's like a $40 to $50 book, which is insane. Some more Betty and Veronica. Black Panther #1 from the 4-issue limited series. Blade Runner #1. Cage #1. Chuck Norris Karate Commandos #1. Clandestine #1. Cloak and Dagger #1. So a lot of like #1 issues, but like nothing like with crazy value. Fantastic Force #1. A lot of these I might even just get rid of. There's a second printing of 348. So that was kind of cool. Gambit #1. Nice high grade. Galactus #1. Super cool. Gru #1. Hawkeye #1. Oh, that's a good one. Incredible Hulk and Wolverine #1. That reprint of Hulk 181. That's a key. Some Todd McFarlane. More McFarlane. Classic book there. So another printing of that one. Future Imperfect run. Infinity War. Inhumanoids #1. James Bond For Your Eyes Only #1 and 2. James Bond Jr. Kazar. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. Oh, that's a good one. Marvel Team Up with Ghost Rider. That's a classic right there. Masters of the Universe #1. Micronauts #1. Nam #1. Nick Fury #1. Nomad #1. So there's like dollar books, like not dollar books, but cheaper books, and then cool stuff too. So second appearance of Rogue in ROM 31. Scarlet Witch #1. Secret Defenders #1. Sectors #1. What is this here? The Shroud #1. Honestly, there's some books in here that I really don't particularly want. Spider-Man and Wolverine #1. That's actually kind of cool. Tarzan #1. Team America #1. Team America 11. Thing #1. A bunch of things. Ooh. Thundercats number 2. Ooh, my Toxic Avenger run. Yeah, actually, I have the entire run of Toxic Avenger, and then it goes into Toxic Crusaders, which I also have the entire run because I am obsessed with Toxie. And then we have Transformers. There's number 2. First Dinobots on 8. Warlock. What If Wolverine battled Conan. Some random what ifs. There's a good one right there. Another like Hulk Wolverine battle. Wild Things number 1. X-Force. I think that one has a Deadpool trading card. And Uncanny 300 in a newsstand. So I'll probably keep most of these, and then there's a handful that I'll pull out for sale. This next box, I'm just going to go through real quick, but there's actually really cool stuff in here. Just some like random X-Men stuff. Omega Red. But then there is also, my 2099 issue number 1s, like a bunch of those. And then all of my 25th anniversary border covers, which I try to collect them all. I don't have all of them yet, but there's some really cool ones. Masters of the Universe, that one's awesome. Transformers, New Mutants, Cloak and Dagger. So those are all the 25th anniversary borders. And then it goes into my Astonishing Tales run, starting with issue number 1. Goes all the way through here. I have almost the entire run of Astonishing Tales, ending on 36. And then I also have my Marvel features. These are really cool. So these are all like those, like collections. Marvel Presents. And there's some good keys in here too. Iron Fist, Marvel Premieres. So, there's like cool stuff. Man Wolf. Gotta love those. That one's cool. Little Frank Miller, controversial cover. Star-Lord, Doctor Who. All right, so those are all Marvel like premieres, Marvel Presents. And then finally, we got Marvel Super Action number 1. Jack Kirby stuff. Marvel Spotlight. Scarecrow, that's cool. Submariner. The Warrior 3. Nick Fury. Deathlock. Captain Marvel. There's a cool one, I think. Is that the one? Yeah, number 6. Star-Lord. Captain Marvel, Captain Universe. So all those kind of books. And then this random Bugs Bunny, still sealed in this little like wall hanger thing. So pretty awesome. So probably keeping all of these here. So here we have my box of Batman and detective books. And these are all like Silver Age, so which is awesome. Unfortunately, this box is super tight. There's some really, really cool stuff in here. And some Bronze Age as well. There's some good keys mixed in here. I remember trying to be careful with all this stuff. Some early detective, I believe. Or it goes up to 500. Where's all my detective stuff? There we go. Some early detective there. 10 centers. They're in like Golden Age backing boards. And they don't fit in a regular short box. Awesome covers here. So this is all older Batman and detective stuff. A little bit newer as well. Yeah, so there's some Copper Age mixed in there as well. All right, so all my detective, all my Batman. I think I'm going to have to thin this box out because I don't like having them so jam-packed. I'll sell a lot of the modern stuff, and I'll keep probably most of the Silver and Bronze Age. This next box here is Doctor Strange, Invaders, Iron Man, and Thor. I don't really have like a lot of each of those runs, but like starting off Doctor Strange number 1, that's a pretty awesome book. And then a lot of the, Bronze Age Doctor Strange, which I actually like a lot. Also some of the Invaders, Bronze Age stuff. Another tightly packed box. Invincible Iron Man and some Thor. I'll go through this stuff, probably keep some of the Strange, and probably get rid of everything else. But, I love Bronze Age books. Not sure I'm going to keep all of them. I don't know. I got to figure this one out. Sell and keeper box. This next box is actually really cool. I like a lot of this stuff, and I'll probably be keeping everything. But this is like just like part of my Spider-Woman run. Really cool. Also, Ms. Marvel stuff in here. There's some good books. Awesome cover there. Awesome book. My Red Sonja, starting off with Marvel Feature. Marvel Feature. All those good ones. And then, you know, Red Sonja #1. That's all my Red Sonja. There's like my Bronze Age Sergeant Fury stuff. And my She-Hulk run, which I have a lot of the Savage She-Hulk run. And then I have a handful of the Sensational as well. There might be a couple like moderns in there as well. Yeah, a couple moderns. My Fantasy Masterpieces run. Have most of those. Really, really cool. Oh, love that cover. Of course, I'll probably never afford that real book. So having the reprints in that series is awesome. Some cool stuff here. Silver Surfer, keys, not too bad, and just some random Silver Surfer stuff. And then the Submariner reprints, the Tales to Astonish, you know, later Bronze Age, whatever stuff, reprints. Cool, though. Kind of like that Fantasy Masterpieces. All right, so I'm going to keep the majority of those. Okay, we finally found it. Shout out to my buddy Christopher, longtime subscriber of the channel. He's been asking about this Hulk box. I found it. It was buried down here. So, starting off with books like this. Looks like I have these in order. So there's 265. First, what is that? Rangers, whatever group that is. All right, pull that one out. So a lot of like these Hulk Bronze Age books. I don't think there's any big keys at all in here. Just like all the run filler. Actually, there might be. Where's that one? That one with Man-Thing. I'm not sure if that's in here or not. So a lot of Incredible Hulk. Obviously, I pulled most of the keys and most of like the McFarlane stuff. There's the Wedding. And then those books here. Some later stuff. And then it goes into Marvel Tales. World War Hulk, whatever volumes these are. I mean, there's like multiple volumes. There's a lot of the Immortal Hulk run, which is awesome. There's issue #1, another issue #1. So there's some better stuff when it comes to like Immortal Hulk, Indestructible Hulk. But, you know, nothing too crazy. Fall of the Hulks. Hulk versus Herc. Some other stuff here. Some Red Hulk. And is this the end? So, all like later bronze and copper to modern Incredible Hulk books. No real big keys or nothing. I'm going to say all of this is for sale. Here is my Amazing Spider-Man books. As you see, it is jam-packed. There's a reprint of issue #1. There's a reprint of issue 129. The earliest book in here is 134, which is not a bad book at all. 140. I don't want to like destroy all these books by flipping through because this box is very tight. But there's good stuff. Lots of, you know, I did leave a lot of the keys in here. Nothing huge. Like there's the, you know, first Puma, things like that. So there's better books, but there's also just all the run filler as well. So all Amazing Spider-Man. I'll probably cherry pick this box and then sell the rest. This next box is just labeled Spidey. And, oh, what do you got there? Oh, that's a reprint. No big deal, but still cool. All right, so a lot of Spider-Gwen. That's a super cool cover. All right, so there's a lot of like really cool modern variants. Of course, you got first appearance of Spider-Boy, McFarlane homage, reprints, all the Spider-Boy stuff, Spider-Man. Oh, so there's a lot of like modern stuff here. There's the ASM 300 foil, Spider-Punk, Spider Adventures. Actually, I think that's actually a pretty good book right there. $40. Dang. Maximum Carnage stuff, McFarlane stuff, Deadly Foes, Peter Parker, and what is this? Howard the Duck. X-Men, Venom, Deadpool. All right, so this box actually is very random. I'm going to say most of this stuff is for sale. This next box is actually really cool, and I like a lot of the stuff in here, and I'll probably keep most of it. This is like everything related to movies and cartoons. There's like the, what am I trying to say? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Transformers books, or like stuff related to toys, Garbage Pail Kids. Those are like the modern ones. There's the Mad Balls. So this is like all like nostalgia stuff for me. Top Dog, Adventures of Bayou Billy. That's pretty cool. DuckTales, Chip and Dale. We got Barbie Fashion #1, some Barbie books. So yeah, this is like everything related to toys, cartoons, and movies. You got Terminator, you got Sabrina, you got Scooby-Doo, you got X-Files. Oh, there's actually some really good Sonic books in here. Jurassic Park, Sonic the Hedgehog. There's some good ones. Yeah, there's a good one that features like some Marvel characters, even though that's an Archie title. Or actually, it was Marvel and DC. This one is like a preview to TMNT Adventures. Some really good Sonic the Hedgehog books here. Some of those have some good value. Ren and Stimpy. I think there's issue #1. There it is. Trying to be careful with the books here. My Ren and Stimpy run. Mighty Mouse. The recalled issue for Super Pro. Splitting Image. Some of this garbage. Heathcliff is cool. Scooby-Doo. Planet Terry. Power Rangers. Gru #1. I think I had another one of those somewhere. Three Musketeers. Coneheads. Saved by the Bell. I actually have the majority. That one's actually a kind of a pricey book, just because they're in bikinis on top of a cake. What are you going to do? Real Ghostbusters. Another copy of Masters of the Universe, issues 1 and 3 and 5. Dino Riders, one of my favorite toys as a kid. Bill and Ted, that's super cool. Captain Planet. I think I have the entire run of Captain Planet. Pokemon, X-Files, Predator. What the heck is Trump's Space Force? Watch out. Marvel Holiday. Oh, there's some like holiday specials. Oh, and then a bunch of the Amalgam comics in here as well. It was like mashups, and then some free comic book days. Icon #1. All right, so probably going to keep a lot of this, and I'll pull some books for sale as well. Next up, we have my Daredevil run, which I pulled all of the Silver Age, but it starts, there's Marvel Adventures #1. There's some coverless copies here. So the earliest issue is 87, and it just goes all the way up. So there's some good stuff in here. I do love Daredevil. I think, though, I'm going to pull out anything like after issue, maybe, I don't know, 200, or definitely nothing past like issue 300. Yeah, they're like some of this stuff, some of these later books I don't necessarily want. I do love the Bronze Age stuff, though. So I'll keep all my silver and bronze. And then like stuff like this, like, you know, classic covers, Frank Miller stuff. I'll keep a lot of that. I mean, there's some good stuff. All right, so that's the Daredevil run. I will cherry pick these and put some for sale and probably keep a lot of them as well. Here is my Wolverine Volume 1, first ongoing series. This is the an entire box of that. It says issues 1 through 130, but actually goes as high as issue like 160 something. Issue #1 I pulled out, issue #8 I pulled out, and issue #88 I pulled out. So the three biggest keys are in a different box, but this is like almost the entire run of first ongoing Wolverine. Probably gonna try to sell that. I think I might pull a couple books that I like, but honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just try to sell this as like a full run. Maybe I'll even throw the keys back in. We'll see. This next box up is obviously some X-Men books, and it starts with 251, and it goes all the way up. It's got a lot of stuff in here. Goes as high as, oh, those are annuals. Got all the cool annuals. Actually, some early annuals in there, too. Let's take a look. That's pretty cool. Giant size X-Men number 2. That's pretty sweet. X-Men Annual 3. I think there was a reprint of GSX 1. And then some like modern stuff. So what is that? Issue 506. All right, so a lot of that modern stuff I probably won't keep. I might just keep like, I don't even know, up to like issue 2 something. I don't, 250. I mean, some of these are cool. I'm not sure. I'll probably get rid of a lot of the books in this box. Here we have another box of all Wolverine. Here's like the Frank Miller issue number 3. Some like cool, some of the keys or whatever you want to call it, minor keys, Kitty Pryde. So like Wolverine related stuff. But honestly, there's really not a whole lot in here that I want. I think this will probably all be for sale. I might hold on to, well, that one's in super low grade. Yeah, this is all for sale. Not keeping any of those. Here is my run of Spectacular Spider-Man, starting with issue number 1. That's actually really high grade. Some of these are lower grade, though. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 7. So I'm missing a couple. I'm missing a handful. I mean, there's some good stuff in here, and there's a lot of run filler. Once again, I think I'm going to cherry pick this box, just pull a couple books that I want and sell the rest. I don't think I want to keep this run anymore. Next up, we have my Marvel Team Up and what does it say? Other reprints. Okay, so Marvel Team Up, which is a run that I actually really like, especially the early stuff. So the earliest issue I have is issue number 4, which is pretty awesome. So there's some cool stuff in here. Nothing crazy, but there's some like, some decent books like there. The Brother Voodoo Bondage cover. All right, so that's all Marvel Team Up. Goes up to, that's Team Up Annual. There's the final issue, 150. There's most of the run there. And then here's a cool reprint, which actually has a decent amount of value. This one's a little bit lower grade, though. Marvel Super Action 18, which is a reprint of the first appearance of Vision. Ooh, some Marvel Team Up, or Marvel Villain Team Up. Marvel Tales with Man-Thing. Some cool Marvel Tales stuff. Marvel 2-in-1, issue number 2, so that's like an earlier one. A one with Ghost Rider, super low grade, though. All right, so Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Fanfare, Marvel Masterpieces, super cool stuff there. So what are these? What Ifs? A lot of what ifs, actually. Is there an early one? No. All right. Some what if books. And some, the first appearance of Bart Simpson in comics in What the Christmas Special. And what if books. That one's actually kind of cool. All right. So these will probably, some go for sale, some will keep. Nothing really too crazy in here. I'll probably just pull a handful that I want for my PC. And the last couple boxes here, I'm not even going to go through. It's just very random run filler. Avengers, Captain America, Fantastic Four, 2 boxes of Star Wars, mostly Dark Horse and modern stuff, and a little bit of the original Marvel run. Top Artists is just a bunch of like variant covers by J. Scott Campbell and Alex Ross and Peach Momoko, stuff like all modern stuff, which really nothing too crazy in there. We already looked through that DC box. So this is like probably keeper stuff, but I have to cherry pick and then pull some stuff that I want to sell. We also didn't look at The Walking Dead, but that's just a run of Walking Dead without any of the big keys, unfortunately. So that's a lot of stuff that's I got to pull out, but a lot of them I'm keeping, some I'm selling. This is the for sale pile. So that's really not too bad. Those boxes, all of these, that's 2 rows deep or 3 rows deep and another stack here. That is all for sale. And here's the keeper pile of boxes, which is a little larger than I expected. But of course, I can't part with everything. I have a lot of stuff and I actually parted with quite a bit. So I ended up keeping 38 boxes, which is still quite a few, but it's all really good stuff. And I went from that enormous pile that was taking up this whole area and behind me to just this. This is everything. And then here is the first sale pile, which is 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35 short boxes. Oh, and also a long box, which I didn't go through those. Those are all like just random dollar books. But around 40 boxes that I'm keeping and around 40 boxes that I'm selling. Not too bad at all. I think that was a really, really successful purge of my comic book collection. I can't wait to just move all this stuff out of here and just have this. That's going to feel so good. It's going to feel so relieving to have this extra space so you can actually see my whole area here. I mean, I got all my toys and my posters and my guitars and my comics. I want to have space. And behind this wall is like a cool video game setup with my TV and some retro stuff. All right, I got to get rid of all this, and it is all for sale. Look forward to my postings. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Whatnot. Follow me on all social medias. I will keep you all posted when I decide to move all this stuff, how I'm going to sell it. Most likely, Facebook Marketplace, Whatnot, eBay, local comic book shops here in southern and central New Jersey. And I mean, anywhere, flea markets. But if there's anything that you saw, any specific books, shoot me an email or a DM over on Insta, because I would be more than happy to work out a deal. All right, everybody, that's the video. We went through all of these books, around 15,000 comic books. We didn't see every single book, but we saw quite a bit. It was a 3-part video, and finally we are done. I feel so relieved. This feels really good. I'm going to move all this to my storage unit. I'm going to keep this here for now. I might move a few of these to the storage unit as well. But that is it. So that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video. And as always, folks, I'll see you on the next one.